Good afternoon. How is everybody doing? For those of you who may not know me, my name is Renarda Joy, and for 30 days, I have committed to giving you tools, tips, and insight for those of you who are new to real estate investing. Now, my mission is to shrink the intergenerational wealth gap through real estate investing, and I have been using this platform to sound the alarm. Now, if you're just joining us, we are on day 25, and I want to personally invite you to go back and listen to our previous conversations. And if you have any questions or if you've gotten any value, please feel free to leave it in the comments. I would love to read them and I will respond to each one of them. Now, if you're here with me, I want to know who you are, where you're from, and what value have you gotten over the last couple of weeks that we've been here. Today, I want to go over a call. I got a call today from someone saying, "Hey, RJ, are we still in a seller's market or is this a buyer's market?" It's still a seller's market. Now, how do you know it's a seller's market? There's more buyers than there is inventory. Another indicator is you may hear and see bidding wars, right? Where people are offering above the asking price. I recently read an article where, even in some rental markets, they're experiencing a bidding war. But just because it's a bidding war time does not mean that you should put in an offer above the asking price. Remember, you have to do your due diligence. And part of doing your due diligence is knowing your budget. You should never offer above your budget because remember, after you get your mortgage, you still have reoccurring expenses. Let's say your tenant moves out or you have to replace the roof. You're still on the hook for the mortgage. You can't call your mortgage company and say, "Hey, I need a couple of months because I've spent all of my reserves." Remember, you didn't get into this for a hobby, right? You didn't get into this to even go through foreclosure. You got into this so that you can have a profitable business, right? And the bigger picture is you did this so that you can create a legacy for the next generation. Our goal should be to create a blueprint, right? A blueprint for the next generation where they have more answers than questions. Remember, our question that we should always ask ourselves is what we're doing part of the legacy that we want to leave behind. So that includes being a decision maker. That's a legacy that you can leave behind. Another way for you to know that it's a seller's market is you have less time to make a decision. Yeah, you might feel pressured, but don't do it because you feel pressure, right? A seller understand that there's so many buyers. They're like, if you're not ready to pull the trigger, I will go to the next person. They're less likely to want to negotiate with you. But how do you know it's a buyer's market? Well, it's the complete opposite. There's less buyers and more inventory. You have more time to make a decision. You can circle back and really take your time and do your due diligence. You can even negotiate. They may be willing to pay some of your closing costs, if not all. They may be able to work with you with the repairs. They'll definitely be willing to take less than the asking price. Now, what should you do while we are in the seller's market? Well, you can speak with a lender, figure out what products are out there that's suitable for you. You can also get information. Remember, educating yourself allows you to mitigate the risk. You can figure out what market you're interested in and study the market, right? And regardless if it's a buyer's market or a seller's market, you should never feel pressured to pull the trigger. You should be going through offers and running numbers over and over and over while you're in the seller cycle, because it's not like if you buy this shirt, you can take it back. That's not how it works when you get a real estate property. Remember, real estate is all about transactional. Now, I'm not trying to say you can't sell that property, but it could take some time. It could take up to 30 days. So why get yourself in a situation that you don't have to? So make sure that you get education, figure out what loans or what products are out there, become the mayor of the area, figure out what the rental trends are, what are the upcoming plans, and then figure out if you need to shadow with somebody, or maybe you need to figure out some other opportunities for you to determine what market you should actually purchase in. My point is take advantage of it being a seller's market so that when the cycle changes, because it does change, it goes from buyer to seller, it just ebbs and flows. It just changes. I want you to be ready. Now, if you have any questions or if you need clarification, please be sure to leave it in the comments. Now, if you're watching this outside of my business Facebook page, I invite you to come back and join me at renardajoylive.com. That's renardajoylive.com. Now, understand, I don't want you to join for the likes. I want you to join so that you can get notifications, be updated, and share this information with as many people as possible that really need to change the trajectory of their generation, right? It starts with us. So again, if you're just joining us, we are wrapping up day 25. I invite you to go back and listen to this conversation and any of our other previous conversations. And if you have any questions or if I've given you any value, please feel free to leave it in the comments. I will see you guys same time, same place tomorrow, 6 p.m. EST.